Cape Town on a sunny afternoon on the eve of the Mining Indaba. Organisers hope this year will see brighter skies and shinier commodity prices over Africa's struggling mining industry. Certainly this year, in their thousands they came, nearly 7,000 according to the organisers. The organisers claim the numbers are up this year after a few years' worrying decline that has mirrored the trials of the mining industry itself.
There's a lot of issues that we find pertinent, especially to a country like South Africa, which has a very proud metals and minerals heritage and an intrinsic part of the economy. And what we're finding is, despite some of the struggles with the economy, obviously there's the whole Eskom situation, which needs to be looked at. A lot of new content for this year at Indaba revolves around ESG investing and sustainability and climate change, which is, I'm really encouraged to see people talking openly about that on main stage.
And I understand as part of that you've got the Church of England coming here with their pension fund to look to invest in mining, which may surprise some people here.
Yeah, I mean, we're a London-based organisation, Hive Group, who now run Mining Indaba, but we had no particular hotline into the Church of England on this one. They're coming for our Sustainability Day, and when you actually look at their portfolio, they're quite big investors and obviously want to do it from an ethical ESG standpoint. So they're going to be taking part on the Sustainability Day along with lots of local community groups, faith leaders, and some of the big mining operators as well.
And I understand also this year you've got a component here where you're trying to help African mining companies navigate the many regulatory minefields across the continent. What are you trying to do there?
Yeah, so we looked at, when we joined the business last year, myself and Simon, we looked at where we weren't addressing some of the needs of the mining ecosystem, as it were, and we discovered that law firms weren't really having their own platform with which to discuss navigating the complex legal system, not just in South Africa but in Pan-African jurisdictions. So we've set up the General Counsel Forum, which brings together general counsels of mining operators with local law firms who are absolutely integral to the process, the regulatory process, and also the big international guys as well. So they get their own mini conference inside the Mining Indaba this year, and it's got some real traction.
And lastly, also for some of the investment pitches that you're going to have here, I understand you've set up an area like a boxing ring. Is this true?
Well, it's more than a rumor. You've heard correctly. We're not encouraging any kind of violence or pugilistic activity on the day, but it's the investment battlefield is a much more informal Dragon's Den type of format and environment, and we want to encourage a sense of fun and a sense of drama, I suppose, around that, where it's an opportunity for some of these emerging and junior guys to get in front of some of the biggest investors in the world, and there will be an ultimate winner. We hope to award a Golden Gloves to them.
So this is the actual boxing ring that's being talked about. So this week, people with mining projects, they'll be climbing through the ropes here in the hope that their idea will go 12 rounds under severe scrutiny. So this week it'll be seconds out. The Mining Indaba also promises to give business here more of a fighting chance in its bruising battle against the economic downturn. Cape Town has struggled against everything from water shortages to high interest rates. When conferences like the Mining Indaba are in town, a wave of money comes with them. Most of the 4,500 rooms 10 minutes walk from the Mining Indaba are full. This is the Westin Hotel on the doorstep of the Mining Indaba, where Stacey Hopkins has been the sales and marketing director for a decade. She says that its 500 bedrooms and 19 function rooms are booked out. That means on the eve of the Mining Indaba, the owners slept soundly in the knowledge they were banking at least 3.5 million rand for the night.
And if you just look at it currently, in this CBD area and what we call the node of the convention center, we're definitely at capacity. So it's great to see that. You know, we've come off a year of water recovery, as we call it, and to see the city like this booming, their last minute requests, it's fantastic.
I mean, and it's not just the hotel business. I mean, the Mining Indaba is a boost for business right across the board in Cape Town. What other kind of industries here are making money out of it in these difficult times?
So, I mean, everyone immediately zones into, I think, like your convention center or your hotels that are at capacity with bedrooms, function rooms. But, you know, we must think that everyone that's coming into the city is doing a couple of trips to the waterfront. They're visiting some markets, it's restaurants. Think about stand builders, the marquee setups, taxis across the city. There are a lot of extra people, a lot of feet walking through the shops. So it's great to see that kind of spreading it out through the city, and a lot of other people having additional feet or revenue walking through shops, you know, and just the requirements of the people coming in are much bigger.
So things are hotting up in Cape Town for mining and business. There's likely to be a lot of high-level talk this week in Cape Town at the Mining Indaba. At least one head of state has confirmed he's coming. More than 30 African ministers are also coming. More than 600 investors will be trying to connect with more than 60 junior miners. It could be a crucial week indeed for mining in Africa. Chris Bishop, CNBC Africa, Cape Town.